Hey guys, so before we start the video, let me talk to you about Chime. So this is not a sponsorship video. However, Chime, if you ever want to get in touch with me and you want to sponsor any of my videos or any of the series, please let me know. I will be happy to do so. So let me talk to you about Chime. Chime is an online banking app, and it is something that I highly recommend if you pick up scooters such as Bird or Lime. One of the main things that I love about it is that I get paid the same day for what I do. So normally I have a Citibank or a Bank of America account, but if I connect them as my payment methods, they will take between 48 to 72 hours to get my payment to my bank account. However, with Chime, I get it the exact same day. For example, with Lime, anything I drop off, let's say before 7 a.m., I will get in my bank account by 1 p.m. the same day. And for Bird, I will get it by 7 p.m. the same day, which is awesome because you get pretty much the money when you need it. So if you go ahead and pick up scooters for any of the companies, go ahead and download the app. The link is going to be down below. And the best thing about it is that you can make $50 and I can make $50. All you got to do is create an account, use the link down below, and ensure you get a direct deposit of at least $250 within the first 45 days. And that's all it takes. So like I said, I love it. I wouldn't recommend it if I didn't use it and if it didn't work out for me. But I do, and it does work out for me. So that's why I strongly recommend it. As I said, the main reason is because if you pick up scooters, you get money the same day. You get paid out the same day. So now that you hear about today's sponsorship, which is not sponsored, let's go ahead and start the video. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the video. I just noticed that my hair is not done right, but it doesn't matter. As you guys know, in this channel we talked about mainly how to make money, how to find extra ways to make money. Currently, I am a charger for both Lyft, for Lime and Bird, not Lyft. And I share with you guys my income, I share with you guys my tips, what I've done that has helped me, what I suggest you don't do that has hindered me, you know, and things like that. So hopefully I can help you guys out, and let's get on to the topic of this video. I'll be honest, I've been postponing this video by almost 15 days because I was supposed to take it out or make it on the 1st of this month. However, I didn't. And the reason is because on the previous video, the goal for this month was to make $6,000, or at least for the month of September was to make $6,000. I did not make even close to that. Trust me, nowhere close to that. So if that's the only reason why you clicked on this video to find out, I didn't. You can click off. But if you're interested in knowing why, then stay here because I'm going to share with you a lot of information that can probably help you out, or at least get you to understand why. And the main reason why I didn't make even close to that was because I was lazy. 99.9% of the reason is it's me, not 100% me, but it's 99.9 is me. It's the fact that I wasn't out there for the majority of the month. I worked very few days. I didn't want to go pick up scooters. I didn't want to deal with the hassle. It just became, you know, something I didn't want to do, if I'm being completely honest with you. Now, that other 0.01% that was not my fault is the fact that there have been some big changes and, you know, in the industry, at least with Lime and with Bird. It's not something that was completely unexpected. It's something that most of us saw coming. Nevertheless, it's something we didn't want to accept, which is hard reality. These companies are in it to make money. Sure, we can make money, or we have been able to make money as independent contractors and charging for them. However, at the end of the day, we have no control over how much they pay us, over how the company works. If they want to make a change from one day to the next, they can. It's their business. It's their company. At the end of the day, we are very expandable. And that is a hard reality. If you're part of any of the companies in this gig economy or this gig economy industry or whatever, whether you work for Lyft, for Uber Eats, whatever, at the end of the day, the hard reality that we all know and hopefully we all take into consideration is that things can change from one day to the next without any warning, without any notification, and basically we're left with two choices: whether accept it and take it, or say heck no and just stop doing it. That's the case with Lime and with Bird. And I know it's also happened in other industries. There was a time when I worked for Lime, for Bird, there was a time when I used to work as a driver for Uber and Lyft, and at the time it used to pay a lot better. Eventually there were changes. They started taking more percentages. They're starting the payout to be a little less per mile and per minute, In my case, I decided to say, you know what, this is not for me, it's not really worth it. And there's a lot of people who, even though they didn't like it, they decided to stay with it because, well, you know, it's either something that worked for them or was their only option. And I'll share that on another video. Now, with Lime and with Bird, the big thing is the fact that they completely obliterated the payout for every bounty or for every scooter that you charge. The expectation is still the same. You need to charge them up to 95%, you need to drop them off in time, and you need to drop them off in the designated hubs. However, the payout is a lot less. And when I say a lot less, it's not 10% less, it's not 20% less, it's closer to 50% less in some cases, especially with Lime. With Bird, the next day after, well, the first day of fall, bounties here in LA used to be $5 and $6. That was the base. There was not higher than that, there was not lower than that, at least for charging, you know, the scooters. The next day, we started seeing scooters as low as $4. Sure, there were a few that were $5, $5.50, $6 and $6.50. However, there are very, very few in between. Most of them started paying out $4 and $4.50. And the thing is that not only are they paying less, but also the model of scooters are the I think it's called the Bird ones, which is the big heavy ones that take a lot longer to charge, which is not just 4 hours. So a lot of people decided to say, you know what, that's not for me, it's not working anymore. And sure, it might only be $1 difference, but whenever you're doing you know, big volume, or you pick up a lot of scooters, let's say in my case, I pick up 50 scooters a night, and before I was paid $5 for every scooter, or an average for $5.50, and I'm getting paid $4, or at least that's the average. I'm losing about $1.50 per scooter. That's $75 that I'm making, that I'm no longer making. So it adds up. That's $75 was for gas, for electricity, for insurance, and it's the same amount of work. Now, what a lot of people said, including me, was like, I'm a focus on Lime, because Lime hasn't slashed their payouts. And guess what? 2 days later, a fast 48 hours later, we were getting paid $4.50, and now it's $2.50. That's a $2 decrease in payout, and there's nothing we can do about it. Absolutely nothing. The option's there, and it's take it and keep on doing it, or simply don't. And I understand that because it's a business. I understand that at the end of the day, they need to make money. The bottom line is the most important thing for them. And I also understand something that maybe a lot of people don't really see, and it's the fact that none of those scooter companies are profitable. At the end of the day, they're losing a ton of money. So right now, if they're gonna have a lot less rides or a lot less people using their service, they need to ensure that they lose the least amount of money. And I've read, you know, some articles on how they plan on ensuring they can start being profitable, at least in the near future. And that's something important to them because they need to stay afloat. That's the only way they'll stay in business. One big thing they're considering is the fact that they might not be using chargers for much longer. In Paris, they took out the charger program, they pulled it out, and right now they're only going to start using companies. So they'll outsource it to companies, and I'm sure they'll just have a set amount or set payout, which would be a lot less than having to deal with independent contractors and paying them per bounty. Anyways, that's just some of the things that I've read. I'll make a couple of videos about it. Nevertheless, that's the 1% or the 0.01% that was not my fault. The fact that, you know, the prices got slashed, and sure, that influenced a little bit into the fact that I didn't want to go out there and pick up scooters because I felt lazy and I was gonna make less than I normally would. That being said, at the end of the day, it's extra money. Is it something that I need to do? No. But does it hurt me to have a couple $100 extra a day in my bank account? Hell no. And I'm sure for a lot of people, if you have a set income or a set job or a salary or whatever, and you're trying to make extra income, it's not a bad idea. Now, don't get me wrong, I understand your frustration or the frustration of many chargers that don't like the fact that prices are slashed. And that sure, maybe if all of us band together and we don't go and pick up, they'll increase the prices. Sure, that's a possibility. Is it something that will definitely happen? Probably not. If you need the money and you know that's the only way you can make extra money, go for it. If you don't need the money and you want to make extra money, hey, the money is there. If you're willing to do the work, if you're willing to deal with all the hassle, go for it. You lose nothing. It's not something they're gonna be doing for the rest of your life. So, like I said, it really does depend up to you whether you want to go or not. So let's get into the numbers. Let's get my handy notebook out here, which I already have. So for the month of September, I worked 7 days. I went to pick up scooters 7 days for Lime, and I made a total of, drumroll, $570.45. So it said, you know, is it crappy money? Let's call it what it is. No, not really. Is it crappy in comparison to what I would have made in, you know, a month or two ago? Sure, yes, it's less. But no one's gonna come and give you $570 just for nothing. So like I said, it's not bad. Now let's look into Bird. So with Bird, I earned $831.10, and I did it for 9 days. Now I know what you're gonna ask yourself. Whoa. You work 7 days for Lime, but 9 days for Bird. How so? Aren't you out the same amount of nights and you can pick up scooters for Lime and for Bird? Yes. However, the day that I found out, or the 2 days that I was out extra for Bird, was days I really didn't want to deal with Limes at $2.50. I said, you know what, screw it. I'm not gonna really kill myself to make $75, $80 on top of whatever I do from Bird. I'm just gonna focus on Bird, not really worry about it. They're not as strict, and I don't have to worry about making sure that those scooters are out by 7 a.m. I have a couple more hours up until 10 to, you know, just go drop it off. And that's a personal preference. So that's why I only worked 7 days Lime and 9 days for Bird. In total, the grand amount is $1,401.55 between both companies. So, you know, here in LA, the minimum wage before taxes is about $1,300, if I'm not mistaken. So these $1,500 extra is way more that anyone else would have made at a minimum wage job, working 40 hours a week for 4 weeks straight. So like I said, it's not horrible. Is it anywhere close to $6,000? No. Is it anywhere close to what I would have liked to make? No. But I only work for 9 days, and it's not 9 days of 8-hour shifts, nothing like that. So yeah, I guess that's just my excuses of rambling as to why I made $1,500. Nevertheless, that's the truth. If you guys wanted to know how much I made, that's how much I made. Yes, that's before expenses such as gas, before electricity, and what I'm gonna pay out in taxes. Yes, however, that's money came into my pocket. Now, I know what you guys might be thinking. Edgar, are you gonna continue picking up scooters? I might. I'm thinking about it. Am I gonna pick them up every single day like I used to before? No. And the reason, well, there's a couple reasons. As you guys know, I do have a full-time job. I work for a tech company, and right now I am gonna be flying out to Chicago for a week or so. Looking at the possibility of relocating and working for the same company but from in another state. So that might affect as to whether or not I continue doing scooters. Yes, I can continue doing them over there in that state in Chicago. However, in that city, it's not a state. However, I'm still working those things out. At the end of the day, as much as people may hate on it, or at least other scooters, other chargers, they saw this as a full-time income, a really good extra income, and may say, you know, you shouldn't do it because then you're gonna hinder us. No, I'm not. At the end of the day, if I don't do it, people will do it. It's time that I have on my hands that I can go ahead and make extra money. Up until the moment where I'm no longer profitable, that's probably when I would stop. However, I also want to make content for you guys. And that's not going to be the only content in this channel, so I am slowly doing other things that I will share with you guys. I will share with you guys my successes, my failures, everything I do in between, and, you know, things that might work and might not work out. So that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for staying tuned until now. And as you guys saw at the beginning of the video, this video is not sponsored by Chime, but I do love them, I do use them, and I would recommend that if you can and if you want to, you go ahead and use the link down below to create your account, and that way you can make $50 and I can make $50 if you do a deposit of at least $200 within the first 45 days. It has to be a direct deposit. But yeah, that's free money, that's extra income. I know a couple of you guys have used my link. I get notifications. To this day, I have not made a single penny because you guys haven't deposited. But hey, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I hope it helps you guys out. Thank you so much for supporting us. Say hi, Papa.
Bye.
Bye. So see you next time.